Hey, Katie here, and back with another parent question and my answer for this week. I love this question because I see it cropping up so often, whether people are aware of it or not. So this is from, and I hope I'm going to pronounce this name right, Lorne, I think it is. And it says, my daughter constantly leaves everything to the last minute. Then assignments become a panic and she often doesn't end up submitting her best work. It's so frustrating. What do you suggest to help her manage her time better and get things started well before the deadline? I could do just a whole hour's webinar or a whole day's workshop around this issue of procrastination. Sometimes I get asked it in terms of motivation because we just think that if we could get motivated, we'd get over the procrastination. And let me tell you, this affects all of us and every type of student in different ways. It is not about just those students who maybe are a little bit lazy or aren't bothered about their results or know that they are going to do really well, so they're not they're not too bothered about getting started or producing something that is at their best effort. It affects everyone and in different ways, and I have a very clear 3 elements. It's like what I call a sort of motivational triad that we often have a little bit of everything, but we may end up in one zone more than the other. And the key is to working out which of these 3 things is the reason that's underlying your teen's procrastination. It is not about willpower. It is not about them not caring about whether they do well or not. That's what I know from my experience. So here they are. It's either that they don't really know exactly what they need to be doing. They may feel like they do, but when it comes down to getting pen to paper or fingers to keyboard, do they really know? It isn't to do, or is it the fact that they know what they need to do, but they don't know how to do it? So they know what they need to produce, or they know what they need to come up with, and they might even know what that looks like, but they don't really know exactly how to make that happen or how to get started. That's where strategies and techniques come in. Or they don't necessarily believe that it's going to pay off for them. Maybe they've had experience before of putting in effort, but it hasn't paid off in whatever way that might mean for them. In any of those circumstances, it's going to be very hard to find the willpower or the motivation, or even just have the strategy and the skills to actually get going. So what you really need to do is to dig a little bit deeper and really figure out what it is that's holding them back, because then we fix the root cause. There is no point, like it doesn't matter how much we nag someone or how much willpower somebody builds or how many motivational videos they watch. If they don't know how best to start an introduction for an essay, if they don't know the best ways to go about researching for an inquiry, or even sometimes coming up with an inquiry question, if they don't know the 3 steps to an analysis, if they don't know the key elements of a thesis statement, it does not matter how much we nag them or how motivated they feel, they're going to really struggle to get started. This is why I work on these sorts of things so often with my next level coaching students. So when they're getting coached, I've had students before come on and say to me, I don't know why, but I just can't quite bring myself to finish this task. Or I don't know why, like I know what I need to do, but I just can't get started on this particular task. And with a few strategic questions, it really doesn't take very long, or just asking them a couple of questions about that task or picking out a few keywords around things, it does not take long to work out what the root cause is, and then we can go about fixing it. No nagging required. So I hope that helps, Lorne, and meet me back here, everybody, next week for a brand new set of videos coming your way. I'm very excited about it. I hope that helps every parent that's ever had a procrastinating teenager, and please feel free to share this with your teen. But very often, let me tell you, they will need a little bit of help and maybe even expert support through a study coach to help them really uncover what is holding them back. So often they will feel like they do know what they need to be doing, but there's something underlying that they are missing to really make that happen. So Until next week, have a fantastic week. I'm Katie Jones, and I will see you back here very soon.